Hey guys, it's David Duford here at davidduford.com, where I help insurance agents like you become top producers. And today we're starting a 5-part series on how to help you if you're interested in building your own insurance agency. So again, this video is really designed for those agents that are interested in basically duplicating themselves, but wonder what steps are necessary to be taken in order to do it successfully. There's a lot of people that attempt to go into the business of recruiting agents and finding it's frustrating, and it's harder than one thinks. So what I've tried to compile here, based off of more than 5 years of recruiting agents, dealing with them personally on an individual basis, kind of what has made my agency successful, and try to convey some basic but fundamental methods and points, principles to use, so maybe you can duplicate what I've done too. So the first thing we're going to talk about in this video is prospecting. So the key thing you got to understand is that just like the insurance business from a personal production side, the recruiting game is a numbers game. And if selling insurance on a personal producing side is a numbers game, then recruiting is that much more on a much more exponential basis. You have got to be in the business of finding continually people who are high quality, who will follow the program that you have designed and put them and plug them into a system that you've created that is actually something that's duplicatable versus maybe something that is only unique to you. And that's kind of another topic for another conversation. But the point is, you have to always be recruiting like you have to always be closing. So there's a couple ways that you can go about recruiting. Really what it comes down to is there's two methods. You can pay for recruit leads, or you can generate them yourself. Both methods work. You just need to be braced with the realities of all of them. So I would categorize the paid marketing approach as anything using email marketing, advertisements on Craigslist, or possibly ZipRecruiter or something like that, where you're getting information from people who are interested in a job. Now, what's the pros of these? Well, you can get a lot of people very quickly. However, they may not be necessarily the type or quality of people that you're looking for, as many of them are just looking for a job and aren't necessarily looking for a business, because let's face it, that's what insurance sales really is, unless you're in a call center environment or something that's more akin to a corporate type of environment. So the key there, of course, is to always be putting out ads, always be paying the price to get in front of people who might be interested in what it is that you have to do. The other way to generate leads is to do free approaches or manual or sweat labor type of marketing. So great ways to consider marketing and finding agents is to use the internet, is to buy a list. You can market to these people. If you're an insurance salesperson, you've probably gotten all sorts of recruiting calls. You've gotten all sorts of emails. You can buy a list, and then you can cold call it yourself. You can create a specialized or customized list and start working that list yourself. One way to do it is when you go out and you replace other people's business and you get their business cards, you can contact these agents, see what they're doing, create inroads that way. Or use Facebook or LinkedIn, find other people who are in the insurance business who are actively selling or not, and make connections with them, ask them what they're doing, and then see, if there's any kind of interest in working with your particular organization. So the takeaways here, the goals here, is to always be doing some kind of activity, whether it's on a paid side or a free side, meaning you're manually searching for people yourself, to always be filling the pipeline with agents. What you'll find is that not everybody is going to sign up right away. People have to consider the proposition for the business that you're offering them, the opportunity, and they have to weigh it against their other options, and then sometimes that takes time. Or if you're targeting an experienced agent, what you'll find is a lot of them are happy with where they're at, but they won't jump ship until something happens, and that might be months, even years down the road. So you have to have a short and a long-term game with this approach, but no more important, or there's nothing more important with the fact that you've got to be seeing and talking to recruits every single day. It has to be a commitment that you have, and if you don't, it's going to take you a long time to build anything successful. And the truth is, you probably won't if you're not always talking to new people each and every week. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope it helps some of you guys interested in building a business, get some kind of a reality check on what it is that the insurance recruiting business is all about. Now, at the recording of this, I'm considering coming out with an agency building program that I'll either implement in my own agency, where agents work with me to recruit agents, or I sell it separately. Either way, I don't know where I'm at right now in the process of this, but if you're interested in learning about how that might be available to you, it might be available at the actual publishing of this video. So just reach out to me. Best thing to do is go to davidduford.com/contact and then send me a message saying, hey, I'm interested, and you mentioned about insurance agency building with you. How does that program work? And then I'll kind of give you up to speed on what that does and what it entails. My name is David Duford at davidduford.com. Thank you for watching. See ya.